This is Gemara in Gittin, Daf Nun Ches, and we're holding in the bottom of Nun Zayin Amid Beis, 4 lines from the bottom. Rav Yeshua ben Levi. We just finished discussing 2 different stories in which were born out of the pasuk that taught us that for HaKadosh Baruch Hu we give up our life. And Yeshua ben Levi teaches us a 3rd application. Yeshua ben Levi Amar Zu Milah Shenena V'Shmini. He's referring to the mitzvah of bris milah, which is given on the 8th day. Rav Shimon Lakish Amar Elu Talmidei Chachamim Shemarin Hilchai Shchita Ba'atzman, that they show how to perform shchita on themselves. The Amar Rava, as Rava has taught, Kol mili lechzi inish b'nafshei bar mishchita. Said Rava, you should demonstrate everything on yourself except for shchita, vidav rachar, and something else, referring to tzuras. From Nachman Yitzchak Amar Elu Talmidei Chachamim Shemei misinat v'nal divrei Torah. They cause themselves death on the words of Torah. Kid Rav Shimon ben Lakish Amar Rav Shimon ben Lakish. The famous words of Reish Lakish, Ein divrei Torah miskaimin. You have to clear yourself for the Torah. Shenemar continues Rav Achana, going back on the topic of the Harugi Beitar. Says Rav Achana Ninu Rav Yochanan, Arba saw Kitzutzei Tefillin. There are 40 soft tefillin cases as we move over to Nunches Amir Aleph Nimso B'Rosh Harugi Beitar that were found on the heads of those that were killed at Beitar. Rav Yan Rav Yishmael Omer Shalosh Kupais with 3 boxes Shal Arba'im Sa, 3 boxes of each 40 Sa from the Haruge Beitar B'Masnita Tana Arba'im Kupais 40 boxes Shal Shalosh Sa. Says the Gemara of Loi Pligi, and there's really no machlekes over here. Adoration Adadara. One is Tefillin Shal Yad, and one is Tefillin Shal Roish, which are larger theoretically. Of course, Eretz nowadays are made precise at the same time, but Bisman Chazal, of course, because they had multiple parshas in it, so the tefillin are larger. Amar Ravasi Arba'in Kavin Moyach Nimzo Leven Achas. 40 kava brains were found on 1 stone during the Zman of the Churban. Ulamar Tishas Kamen, it was 9. Amar Avkanavi Tema Shila Bar Mari. Shila Bar Mari, my korot today, we need the pasuk bas Bavel Ashtuda, the daughter of Bavel, Asher Ashrei Yishalim Lach V'Gaimer. Praiseworthy is he who will repay you. Ashrei Sheyoichiz V'Nafes is Alalayich Ela Sela will clutch and destroy the infants against Iraq. This pasuk seems to say that the children are going to be killed, similar to the way that the Klal Yisrael, similar in the way in which those from Bavel treated Klal Yisrael. Continues the Gemara. Continuing the Churban Bayis Sheni, B'nei Tzion Hayikarim Hamasulaim Bapos. Says the Gemara about 10 lines down in Chesam and Aleph, the B'nei Tzion who are precious, Hamasulaim Bapos, who are Mitzulayim Bapos, my Mitzulayim, says the Gemara, what does this word Mitzulayim mean? Sorry, little camera moving over here. Oh, excuse me. My Mitzulayim, what does it mean the Mitzulayim Bapos? Every time it means they're covered with paz. How could that be? Rav Shila, Tarti Mitkali Istara Pisa Nachos Bialma. Rav Shila told us that there are 2 Istaras amount of paz that came down to the entire world. One came to Rome, one came to the rest of the world. So it can't be that they were covered head to toe in paz, these precious stones. Elo, what does it mean? What the pasuk means, that they put paz to shame with their beauty, that they were nicer. The children were better looking, the children of Klal Yisrael. Bisman HaChorban more than the paz. Meikara chashivi de Raime. Says the Gemara, originally those chashin in Rome, avinakli belunia de gushpanka. They would put beautiful figures on signet rings when they would have relations, husband and wife, as the sights that the woman sees at the time of relations is given over to their children. So originally they would have these signet rings with beautiful pictures on them. But Mikan ve'ilach, Rachmana litzlan, Maisu b'nei Yisrael, they would bring these young children, Va'asi bekira de paraya, and they would tie them down to the beds, Umeshamshi, and then they would have relations. Again, now with the kids, but looking at the children, which would thereby transmit over to the children to have these beautiful looks. One Jewish boy who unfortunately was subject to this terrible situation said to his friend, Ha'ika Ksiva. He asked his friend, where do we see in the Torah the punishment that we're getting, that we have to be subjected to being in the clear sight of the Goyim having relations? Amar lei, Gam kol chayli v'chol makesh l'kasav b'sefer ha'Torah azais. It says the Taichacha, every chayli, every disease, and every blow, even as that written in the Torah, will be brought upon us. Amar. So the first one said, Kama marichna miduchte plan. How far are we from a certain place? Meaning, I didn't read that pasuk yet. How much time till I get to that pasuk? Amar lei, in gun pulsa upalga. He said a small amount, a column and a half in the Torah. Amar lei, matel gabei. If I had learned this pasuk, I would not have needed to ask you what is pshat. Amar Rav Shimon Gamliel. My dear, say fifth line in the medium-sized line. So Chesam and Aleph. What is the meaning of the pasuk? Explains the Gemara. Arba meyois. Arba meyois. Batikanisi. Hayo bikrach beitar. There were 400 shuls in Beitar. V'chol achas ve'achas hayuba arba meyois melamdei tinoikis. And each one there were 400 teachers. Rabbeim. V'chol echad me'em hayu lefanav arba meyois tinoikis shal beis rabban. And each teacher had 400 talmidim. V'kshaya oyev nichlas l'sham. The enemy came. Hayadaikr neisam b'chaytreim. When the enemy came, they would stab them with their stakes. When the enemy came and they captured them, he wrapped them up in a Sefer Torah and he lit them on fire. Tanu Rabbanan continues the Gemara. Tanu Rabbanan, Ma'isa b'Yeshua ben Chananya shalach likrach gadol. There's a story with Yeshua ben Chananya that he went to a great city, Amrulai. Shabaraimi in Rome, Amrulai, and this is continuing the stories that occurred during the Bayis Sheni, the Chorban of the second Beis Hamikdash. Amrulai, they said to him, Tinik echad geish bebeis ha'asurin. We have one boy who's in jail, Yafei Naim, with beautiful eyes, v'tayv rai, and a beautiful appearance. His sturas lo tal talam, and his hair is in beautiful locks. Halach v'amin bezel beis ha'asurim. Rav Shimon Chananya went and served by the entrance of the prison. Amar, he said, Mi'itein l'meshisa Yaakov Yisrael levaizezin. We're on the first very wide line under Chesam and Aleph. Says Yeshua ben Chananya, calling out to the boy who has given Yaakov for the spoil in Israel to those who are taking them over. Anna, he said, Tinik, the child answered, V'amar, Haloy Hashem. It is Hashem. Zu chatanu loy v'loy avu b'drachav. Halach. Lo shamu terasai. It's not Hashem. We brought this upon ourselves. We did aveiros. And we didn't follow Hashem. And we didn't listen to the Torah. Am Hashem b'terasai. Amar mavtachni b'yishamar Rabbi Yisrael. Said Yeshua ben Chananya, this boy, he's going to be a Meirei Rabbi Yisrael. Avaida, I made a shvuah, make a shvuah. He makes a shvuah that he's not going to move until they redeem this child for all the money they're demanding of him. Amru. They said that he didn't move until they actually redeemed this child for a lot of money. And it wasn't many days that Shahir Rabbi Yisrael until he became Haimari Rabbi Yisrael Amanu. And who was this child? Says the Gemara in the fourth very wide lines of Yishmael ben Elisha. This was Rabbi Yishmael ben Elisha. Continues the Gemara. There's a story with the son and daughter of Yishmael ben Elisha. They were captured, the two masters, the Yamim. One day, two of them met each other in a place, the two masters. Said, I have an Eved. He's so beautiful in the whole world. Another one said, I have a maidservant, a girl Eved. There's one as beautiful as her. Amr, they said, let's marry them to each other. And we'll split up the offsprings. They brought this boy and girl into a room. Zayasha v'karen zav, zayasha v'karen zav. Each one went to their own corner. Zav zay merani koyin ben koyanim gedailim. I am the son of Kahanim gedailim as a shivcha. I should marry a shivcha. How could that be? V'zay Meres, another one said, Ani koyanes bas koyanim gedailim. I am the daughter of Kahanim gedailim, and Asal Eved. I should be married to an Eved. Obviously, they didn't know that they were brother and sister, but they refused to get near each other. Each one saying, how could it be? We're such incredible people. How can we succumb to such an Aveira? Ubachu kol halayla, they cried the entire night. When morning came, they recognized each other as being brother and sister. They fell onto each other. They wept a bit, they cried bitterly until their souls left them. And lament to them and said, on these I cry, my eyes flow with water over the incredible sitkis of the son and daughter of Rav Yishmael ben Elisha. Continues the Gemara, Amar Reish Lakish. Smack in the middle of the very wide lines in Chazam and Aleph. First one in the line is Maiseh. Maiseh bishachas. Usfanas bas Beniel Shinma. His name was Safnas bas Beniel. Safnas, why she called Safnas? She called Safin B'yofi. Everyone gazed at her in her beauty. Bas Beniel bita shel koyin gadel. Sheshimei shlevnai v'lefnin shuz or v'koyin gadel served in the Kodesh HaKadoshim. That what happened to her? Shenisal ba Shabai. Kol halayla. Her captor abused her. Rachman al-Islan. The entire night, the next day, the next day, he clothed her in 7 rows, and he took her out to sell her. One man came, who was exceedingly disgusting. And the man said, show me your beauty. The captor, the master said, Reika, you empty one. If you want to buy this woman, buy her. There's no one as beautiful than her in the entire world, Kulai world. Amar Lai. Aval Bigain. Even still, I want to see her. Hevshita Shisha Chalakim. He took off the 6 robes. Ushvi Karati. And she ripped the 7th robe. Vinispalsha Be'efer. And she rolled in the dirt. Amr Lefanav. She said in front of him, Riboinoi shalaylam, em aleinu loichas al kedusha shemecha gibar lam loitachos. She said, you don't have rachmanis on us, Hashem. Al kedusha shemecha gibar lam loitachos. Why don't you have mercy on your holy name? Look how a yid, talking about herself, is being completely embarrassed and destroyed. That she's rolling in the ashes. Aval Yachid, but continues Yirmiyah Navi. Aval Yachid asilach mispei tamrumim. Make for yourself a mourning. Mispei tamrumim, keep it. Yavay ashoded aleino. Because immediately the plunder has come upon us. Alayich leinamar. It doesn't say alayich upon you. Either aleinu, rather upon us. Kiviyachla ali ve'alayich ba shoidid. As if to say that when Ashkal Yisrael is suffering, Hashem Himself is suffering together with us. Continues the Gemara. Rav Yehuda Amar Rav. 10 lines to the bottom. First one line is Aleinu Kaviyachol. Says Rav Yehuda the name of Rav Ma'idich. What is the meaning of the pasuk? Vashku gaveru beisai v'ishnach alasai. They oppressed a man and his house, even a man and his inheritance. Ma'is was a story about the Mechash and Nasan Einai. There was a man that he placed his eyes b'ishes rabbi with the wife of his master, Vishul Yad Nagara Havo, who was a carpenter's apprentice. Pamachas one time, the master needed to borrow some money. Amar Loi. So the apprentice said to the master, Shagar Ishtach Etzli, send your wife to me, Ve'alvenu, and I'll lend her the money. Thinking, of course, that once this woman comes, he's going to finally be able to take advantage of her. Shigar Ishtach Etzla, he sent his wife to him, Sha'imai Shashiyamim. And she spent 3 days over there. The master got up the next morning and went to the apprentice. Amar Loi, Ishti shashigarti l'cha eirani. Where's my wife? Amar loy ani patarti la'alter. I sent her away right away. V'shamati, and I heard shatinoikis says alu baba derech, and I heard that the kids, the youths, were misbehaving with her on the road. Amar loy ma'aseh. The master said, what should I do? Amar loy, the apprentice said, Imata shemei le'atzasi. You want to know what I'm going to tell you? If you listen to my Yitzah, Gersha, divorce her. Amar loy. So the master said, Ksubasa meruba, but she has a large ksuba. Amar loy, ani alvecha, I'll give you the money, pretend like ksubasa, and you can give it to her as a ksuba. Amad zeh, Rachman al-Litzlan, this guy comes, sets up, and he divorces V'gersha lachu, and this apprentice goes, V'nas, and marries her. So not only did he marry her, what happened? He got paid for it because he gave the halva. What happened? It came time to pay, and he didn't have what to pay with. So the apprentice said to the master, now you come and you work for me to pay off your debts. And they were sitting and eating. Who's they? The apprentice and his wife. Who's his wife? The master's ex-wife. And now the master, who's now being sold as an eved to this guy, is serving them. And the tears are falling from his face, falling into their cups. At that terrible moment, the Gzera was sealed in heaven. Some say because of 2 weeks of one lamb, because of the zinos that was committed between them. That's what finally sealed the fate of Klal Yisrael by the Churban Bayis Sheni. And now, 2 lines from the bottom, we go back in quoting the Mishnah, Lokach min hasikrikon, and after long and lengthy Yigadata, the Gemara says that what's the halach if you bought it from the sikrikon, who were these Goyim that took the land for the Yidden, and then he bought it from the owner, the kinyan is nothing. But if he first buys it from the owner and then buys it from the sikrikon, then it's valid. Amar Rav, loy shanu al amar loy leich chazek ukini. Says Rav that this halacha is only that the sale is no good where the owner said to the purchaser, go perform an act of chazaka on the property and make a kinyan. Aval bishtar, then it does work. Kana. Until he writes a chrayis on the shtar. Says the Gemara, as we turn over to Nechasem base, Tanya kavase dishmuel. We have a raya tishmuel. That what does the Brisa say? Rav Shimon ben Elazar, Oimer, Lakach min isha v'chazalaka min ish. Mechoy kayim min ish v'chazalaka min isha mechoy batal ad shetach v'achrayis. Till they write a chrayis. We see that when they write a chrayis, just like Shmuel, that's when it's going to be a good shar. Nema. Says the Gemara, Tavit Yovta de Rav, Kasha and Rav, Om l'charav mei achrayis, nam mishtar. Doesn't just mean achrayis. Rav translates to the next level. That means that the Imam wrote a shtar. So continues the Gemara, that what is the halacha? The halacha is, the Rabbanan made a gzeira, that if you buy land from the sikrikon, the halacha is you have to pay a quarter of the value to the original owner. Says the Gemara, Tanu Rabbanan, 6 lines down, Nechasem base. Lakach min hasikrikon va'achla shalosh shanim, and you ate for 3 years in the field, b'fnei bailim, v'chazar machal, and then he sold to someone else. In a bailim alakech sheni klum. If the owners did not speak out by the first owner, after 3 years later, when you resell it, the owner cannot claim anything from the second purchaser. Says the Gemara, what's the case? If the case is where the second purchaser, second guy who bought it, claims from the original owner, V'amar, Minach Zavina, I bought it from you. Why is the case where the first guy sold the land? Afilu Rishanami. So what exactly is this case? This is a very important yesod. It says Rishash is Taninan, that we make a taina for him, we make a taina for an inheritor, we make a taina in Bezdin for the purchaser. So no, the only time is if he makes the taina himself, and we're not going to make the taina on his behalf. Says the Gemara, the din in the Mishnah was when the sikrikon came with a taina of dini nefashis, that the person sold the field to him because he was afraid for his life. Says the Gemara, Tanu Rabbanan, about 13 lines down. The first line is Haba. Haba machmas chayv, o machmas an paros, ein boy misham sikrikun. Says the Brisa, if the guys took the land of the Yid for a chayv, because the Yid owed him money, or machmas an paros, or for no reason, there is no din of sikrikun. Van paros atzma, and the very case where he steals the land for no, reason, the land has to remain for 12 months by the guy, and then someone could buy it from him. But before 12 months, if you buy the land, the halacha is it's yours, and you don't have to give it to the original owner. So these unique halachas of sikrikon is only when the akom, the guy took it, and the Gid sold it to him because he was afraid of his life. That's when the unique halachas in the Mishnah apply. But says this Brisa, if he sold it to him because he owed him money, or for no reason, then someone else could indeed buy the land. Ask Gemara v'amrit ein by mishum sikrikon. You just said there's no din of sikrikon. So why is there this whole time limit of 12 months? There's no din of sikrikon. It should be like a regular sale. Hachi Kamar says the Gemara, sikrikon atzma. That's what it means, that any din of sikrikon is only if he stays in his possession for 12 months. So Amar Rav Yosef Naktino, we have a lachem shmisinai ein an paras bevavel. The din of a paras, this din of a guy taking something without any cause, not applied to bavel. As the Gemara, but we see that there are cases that people steal land for no reason. Alema ein din aparas bavel. No, it's true. The guy unfortunately is stealing land, but the din does not apply. My time says the Gemara, kima deika bei davar. Since there's a bezdin, there's a courthouse in Bavel La'azil, and the guy did not go kavil and complain. Hey ma'achule achil. We say that he must have been Michael. So this is an important aside, that in a time where there are rules, there are batei dinim, there are court cases, then one has to show his displeasure by appearing to the courts. Whereas if one does not, then he loses all rights to the land. And we're going to wrap up today's share with a story. 5 lines, 6 lines from the white lines. Gittin bari loy kibul ara bitaska b'mnei baga. Gittin bari loy accepted some land from the people of the valley. Why? For the real estate tax. So really he only has to pay 1 year of tax, but he went and he paid taxes for 3 years. L'saif. What happens at the end of the first year? I see Maravasa Kamai, the original owner comes. Amru lei, and he says to Gidol, Shasa Kamai, he said the obvious, Achalta. You already paid for taxes the first year. Okay, you already consumed the produce. Hashta anan yahavinan. Now I'm going to pay on the tax. Anan achaltin, and I'm going to take back the land. So Gidol, so he wanted to take back the land from Gidol, but Gidol said, no way. I pay the taxes, so you have to pay me back those taxes. Also, so Rapapa thought that he should write a shtar tirfa that Gidol should be able to collect from the people. Rav Ravuna said the name of Yeshua in the first point line of Rapapa. If you do that, you make it like a case of sikrikon. Ravuna Brei Yeshua. Unfortunately, there's nothing you could do. You prepaid. There's no way to get back your money. And I feel bad. There's nothing you can do. We'll pick up from here from the Mishnah Rishon in the next year. B'siyata Dishmaya.